Hello there, Tilly with Armageddon Report. This is going to be a real short update on Tropical Cyclone Evan and the US severe thunderstorm threat today. So Tropical Cyclone Evan. Evan is, based on some models, headed for New Zealand, but we'll talk about that shortly. But right now, what is in effect? Still got Samoa, flood advisory, and it looks like a wind. Coastal waters, high swells, advisory for Samoa, flood warning for Fiji, hurricane warning was cancelled, right? Yeah, is now cancelled. Storm warning is now cancelled. Gale warning remains in force. Damaging heavy swell warning, and here is a current satellite loop. So Cyclone Evan passing south of Fiji Island. So where is Cyclone Evan headed? This is so if you go scroll down to Evan Spaghetti Models page, this is the new thing. This thing is out of date. This is a GFS run from earlier, so you can compare that. And then here is the ECNWF. That's, I believe, the European model. Here's one view of where Evan may head. So, and here is, as of at least the time that I ran it, let's that to something else. Don't want it animating in the background. There we go. We'll just do that. Okay, so this is Zygrib, ZY-Grib, not sure how it's pronounced, but so this is based on what was the latest GFS run at the time I started working with it, where Evan may head, actually. So, animate it, and then I'll talk about it or something. What we're seeing on here is the coloring, is the wind speeds. I think at the surface, I don't even remember now, it's been so long since I configured it. So, what happens based on this model run, so this is just one of the many forecast models that are out there. One of the big ones though, GFS. So this one would appear to indicate that a direct hit to New Zealand is possible. However, with the caveat that if you watch the colors weaken, there aren't as many circles going around it. So it looks like Evan is going to basically rapidly weaken, you know, when Evan gets near to New Zealand, because I believe the sea surface temperatures out there in New Zealand are not really supportive of tropical cyclones, which is great if you live in New Zealand. But so this could still be, you know, somewhat of a wind threat, but probably I'm going to guess, just put a guess out there, there'd be swells. It would be like surf conditions ahead of when, you know, when Evan is still strong, and then probably potential flood problems, but yeah, that is just my uneducated guess on what may happen. But so I'm going to see if I can figure out how to, you know, compress this to a smaller format so I can actually put it on. It will end up on this same page as these others. So hopefully that'll be on the site later on today. I have no idea. Right, so severe weather in the US today. There's actually two different areas of probability. So we've got this area over here. This one out near Florida is where the tornado stuff is apparently possible. Here is the watches zone effect, and that's why I said the tornado watches down here. But what we got? Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, both till 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee is till 8 p.m. Eastern with the severe thunderstorm watch back there. Here are the specific probability maps. So this would be the chance of 58 mile per hour and greater winds today, so as high as 15%. Chance of 1 inch or larger hail, so that's where the hail probability is today. And then the tornado probability is greatest there, but there's tornado chances in both areas. So what would that mean? We could pick this random point in South Carolina, and where there's a 5% thing, what you do is you draw a 25-mile radius circle around just whatever random point you want to pick, and that means that there's a 5% chance of a tornado occurring somewhere within that 25-mile radius circle. So that applies. You draw like a 25-mile radius, and then there's a 15% chance of hail for that one. There'd be a 15% chance of severe winds in any given 25-mile radius range, or whatever you want to call it. And then tomorrow there isn't anything, and then tomorrow there isn't currently anything predicted, but then tomorrow I will talk about day 3's threat, which will then be tomorrow's threat. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Right. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. Yes, it is. WickedWix is WICKEDWX.com. Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. That is it for today. Stay safe out there.